Hey everyone, another TT session. So today we are going to be working on 5-minute peak power. I'm not copping out the session, but I've dropped my powers significantly for this one because I'm doing the Zwift Tour for All tomorrow and I don't want to put myself in a box today. So I'm just dropped it down to something that's not going to cause me too much bother, I hope. So what we're doing is a little bit of a warm up, and then let's get that going. A little bit of a warm up, and then we'll do we're doing 1.5 minutes at zone, hard, 1.5 minutes above. Now that, if you're looking at the numbers on the left, 1.5 minutes should be just a notch above your 5-minute peak power. Not much above, just a little bit above, and then the 5 minutes in zone 3. So we're getting the familiarity of the 5-minute effort, but with the minute and a half of, which is just enough to not buckle you. When I was looking at how to do this session, originally it was 3 minutes, but I'm like, if you're doing 3 minutes, you may as well just do 5. So knocked it back to 1.5 minutes, which is going to stretch you, and then 5 minutes, which is going to which it should be comfortable, but you'd be carrying that fatigue, lactate, whatever you want to call it, from the first from that first effort. So if you're looking for it, then search Club on YouTube. There we go. Yeah. We've got 5 minutes to go, so just get nicely warmed up. Tomorrow I'm doing, have a fan. We have a fan. There is a fan. I did a race last week and I did it outside on the terrace where there was significantly more breeze than there is here. So, and I could just recover. I could recover. My heart rate wasn't so high. It had dropped in between efforts, and I still didn't win the Zwift race, but it was definitely significantly more comfortable than without the fan. So bought a fan, and then for the Zwift race tomorrow, got 3 fans. So it's gonna be breezy. 5.5 minutes. I said this isn't going to be easy for you. Done some cadence work the last 2 weeks for those of you that joined, which went well. Last week was tough. I really struggled. It was just off the back of a team race. Just there. Erg mode on. Make sure you got your erg mode on. So just off the back of a team race, and but I think it was a tough one anyway. We did zone 3. We did zone 3, and we just varied the cadence from anything from 55 RPM up to 110 RPM. It really was unpleasant. So this week, like I said, got some going over threshold, and then we're going under threshold, all to help you improve your 5-minute power, which is something that's been asked for quite a lot. 5-minute power, it's the bragging rights of the cycling world, I think. What's your 5-minute power? And in the season, I mean we are in the season, but in any normal season I would be looking at, well, my best is 525 watts for 5 minutes, which it was not easy, but we managed it. It was good. I know, yeah, Marco, Hallow and Niels, theirs is higher. I'm more about 20-minute power, you know, and then actually an hour power. But, you know, we've got 45 minutes to work on that, so we'll just, yeah, it's a 5-minute power day. Welcome to anyone that's new to this. If you've not done one of these before, it's pretty simple. It's not a race. You'll be given a ranking. Just ignore it, because I don't really know why it's there, because this isn't a race. This is not a group ride either. I urge you to focus on your own, focus on your own efforts today. If you're on erg mode, then the turbo trainer will do the work for you. If you're not, then just stick to the powers early on, because you want to be able to finish these sessions. These sessions are all about finishing them, so don't get drawn into races. So just stick to your watts, stick to your zones, and you'll be well away. Graph from the bottom road. Alright, let's get this onto the Swift main. We're going to get going soon. Whoa, someone's doing a 4-kilometer run after this. Hats off. That sounds unpleasant. Yeah. So if you, yes, Darren, that's correct. If you just pedal without thinking, the Zwift will adjust. The Zwift and the turbo trainer and all the magic, it'll all adjust on its own. So yeah, you don't have to stress. Woody, you have time for a wee. There's a minute and a half to go. Right. So, is everyone ready? I say a 4-minute warm up, which just ramps up from easy to moderate. Then we'll have a 1 minute. I like to have that 1 minute just sort of decompress a little bit after the warm up, and then into our first. So we're doing three efforts, well 6 efforts, but 3 blocks. 3 blocks of basically 6.5 minutes of work with 1 minute in between. I said the first minute and a half is going to be quite unpleasant, and then the 5 minutes after that should be a bit cruisier, but still, you know, still on the pedals a bit. So just bear that in mind. I've lost power on there. Right, here we go. Keep that. I'm not sure if my erg mode is working. IT support. Can I get some IT support, please? So yeah, just remember, this isn't a race. You'll have the you just check on the companion app that erg mode's on. Just press the button down, go to the workout. Erg on. Cool. Alright. Oh yeah, that's on, I think. I hope so. Yeah, maybe turn it off, turn it on again. Oh yeah, something that changed now. Back to erg mode. Yeah. Someone's just sent me a DM on Zwift. Problem is, it's live stream, so that comes up on on here. So if you want to send something private, don't send it on the Zwift. So we're just warming up, nice and crazy. On the Yorkshire course, lots of fond memories there. Well, just one fond memory there, really. Yeah, so. But yes, like I said, don't get drawn into racing. Really, you're riding your own. You're riding your own race. You're riding your own training session here because it's a training session. There's more than enough racing on Zwift, so we're going to do training instead. So when it comes to the efforts, try and do them. If you're on a TT bike, try and do them in the TT bars. If you're on a road bike, try and do them on the drops. Just to, you know, if you're doing race efforts, you should be in race position. So, yeah, that's what you want to do. Is there any cadences to keep in mind or go by? Nah, we've done cadence. This one's on you for whatever you feel comfortable in terms of getting the power out. So I'll probably be looking at around the 90 RPM mark for this, maybe 95, somewhere between there, but that's, yeah, it's completely your call. Like I say, make sure you don't get drawn into racing, because that's not what we're here for. Alright, well, this isn't the first, this is the first. Just a little one minute easy before that warm up. I like to have that little bit of decompression after you finish Swift's sort of rampy warm up. So yeah, we'll just cruise, come off the gas, rest a bit. In terms of, thanks IT support. Oh, okay. So in terms of stars to get, there's 14 available stars. I am interested in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 6 of them only. Is that right? Yeah. That seems. Is that the whole session on the left? Yeah. So, right, here we go. First effort. I'm just going to get up to your cadence. I'm in the big ring, quite a long way down the block, just for a good chain line, and then we'll start the effort and just let the Zwift bring the power to you. So mine's 410, which should be reasonably unpleasant. This really shouldn't be easy. Got to properly commit to this. Get some big recoveries today. 6-minute recoveries. Halfway. Seconds. Ten seconds. Right, I'm right off. Right off. Just 1 minute, and then we're into 1 minute, 5 minutes of kind of uncomfortable. How was that for everyone? Right, 5 minutes of this, then we're into 6 minutes of nice and easy. Good, seeing lots of uncomfortable on the chat. Uncomfortable is exactly what we're after. Well done. Right, zone 3. And this should be manageable. Like I said, I've dialed it back for today because I'm racing tomorrow, but just this still gives a bit of something ahead of tomorrow, opens things up a bit. Just enjoying the breeze from the fan, coming out the start finish straight on the Harrogate Worlds course. This is where Mads Pedersen came from, not nowhere, but he was looking like the guy in the break that was on the ropes, but take a guy that can sprint to the line, he'll sprint. So, oh yeah, zone 4, sorry. We're doing zone 4 here. So, again, I forget what the colours look like. Yeah, so this is kind of like just a bit under threshold, I guess, or at threshold. So we got the elastic on for, you can see that, on for Zwift. So we're, sort of shows that we're not racing. Minute and a half of that done. Now, this is already, if you're on your limit at the moment, you've got the bias buttons in the app or on the left of your screen where you can dial back the intensity. So like I said, the aim for this is to finish. Yeah. Well, come on, that 6-minute recovery. That's a big old recovery. Quality here. We want quality. Now, when I say dial it back, that's only if you are fully on your limit. If you're running at a 8 or 9 out of 10, then that's about right. Halfway. So stars wise, these are the stars you want. I don't care if you stop pedaling completely in the recovery, curl into a ball on the floor and miss that star, that doesn't matter. It's the efforts, which is what it's all about. Minute and a half. Come on, folks. Once we've done this, we'll do it twice more. Twice more. Well done, guys. Well done. Guys and girls, this is great. 45 seconds left. Here's the banner. You don't have to lift it, just hold the power. "30 seconds. Yes, I'm using erg. This is I think the most efficient way of doing it. Keeps you on top of it. That's it. Well done. Great job. That's the first one done. Who's got that twice more in them? Now, have a think about it. How hard was that? I think you'll know, not racing anyone today, so, you know, there's no ego here, just think about, you know, how hard was that? If it was too easy, bump that percentage up. Bump it up. Get it up to 100 and just go up in little increments. Up a bit and then up a bit more for the last one. If you were on your limits, if that mouth was open and you're like, then just maybe dial it back. Dial it back for the second one and then see what you can do for the last one. So really, you know, keep it. I want to be yeah, whereas if your FT is bang on, then keep it there and see, get this second one in, then have a play with what you want to do for the last one. This is really good, guys. I see a red screen from someone there. Oh, Matt Bottrell's here. Matt Bottrell's here and he's in the red. What are you doing, Matt? What are you doing? Right, so the idea of this, like I was saying before, we're doing a minute and a half, and that should be a little bit above your 5 minute peak power. Just a bit above, not too much. Then after that, just 1 minute to recover, and then 5 minutes of zone 4, so just under threshold. And what that's doing, you know, you're carrying that bit of bit of fatigue there into that zone 4, so you got to like deal with it whilst you're on the gas. Yeah, thought about making that gap just half a minute, but you know, we can build up to that. We can modify this session to just reduce all the rests, and then I've actually got the makings of an over under session there. Minute and a half and 5. In the real world, I'm on my TT bike and Zwift road bike. That does not matter. Really, like on Zwift, you could be riding a BMX, it wouldn't matter. So I would not worry about that. But great stuff that you're on a TT bike on the turbo. It's very easy, and I bottle out sometimes. It's very easy to just sit on your road bike because it's a bit more comfortable. And cruise on that, but yeah, if you've got a TT bike, you'll get more. Chanel's on the chat. If you've got a TT bike, you'll get more out of this on the bars if TTing is your thing. So yeah, we'll. Oh, how quick did that 6 minutes go? A minute and a half of it left. Time flies when you're resting. It's like recovery day on a Grand Tour, I swear. Something not quite right with the sort of space-time continuum there. You wake up, you go for a coffee and your breakfast, and then it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you do a ride, and then it's like 8 o'clock and it's time for bed, and that day has gone like that. So, yeah. Now on the YouTube, someone said, I think 4-minute rests are enough. Maybe. And maybe then, if you're doing the session, Jan, your numbers aren't high enough. Perhaps. You need to lift that FTP, or dial up the bias. Because the idea of this, big quality, big recovery. So, there he is, there's the banner, there's the next block of work up there. 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds. Just get that chain line straight. Reduce power, only Zwift says reduce power to me. Nobody else has ever said that to me. Not in a time trial, not in a race, not in training, never. But Zwift says, reduce power to me. Right, here we go. Minute and a half, grit your teeth, get it done. Come on, that's it. Off we go. Oh, there's the resistance. Oh, and I can see the banner already. I can see that banner. Minute 20. Minute 15. Just let that cadence drop a bit too much. Get that up. Minute to go. It's going to be over quickly, or it's not. Don't worry about the cadence, Lee. "30 seconds. That's it. "20 seconds. There we go. Let that power come off. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, there's a F's and OMG's coming in. That's it. Training is like, you gotta have it set right at the start. Gotta be realistic. That's how you like. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think there's something up with my heart rate monitor strap there. That's not right. Oh, here we go again. Here we go, guys. That 1 minute just gets shorter and shorter. If you're on erg mode, don't worry about small ring for recovery. You don't, you know, the turbo trainer does it for you. Right. The way I see it, if the chat goes quiet, that means you're all working hard, because I know if I'm doing a workout, I can't get to the keyboard, let alone type anything comprehensible. Oh, Darren, plus 5%. This is the thing I was saying before, you've got to be realistic. You know, for training is about making small progressions. You won't wake up one day and suddenly find 50 watts on your FTP. It's all about the small gains, consistency, hard work, good recovery, good lifestyle. It's 2.5 minutes, halfway, that's it. Two minutes to go. There's often a lag, so 1.5 minutes to go maybe, for those watching. Minute 30, minute 40 even. Almost there. Minute 10. Right, 1 minute to go. There's that banner. You can see it, you can smell it. That's it. 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. 15. 10. 3, 2, 1. Great stuff. Right. 1 to go. Cruising. How's everyone doing? Now this is the point where you ask yourself, how hard am I going? How hard is this? And this is where you adjust that bias accordingly. Or even if you're finding the 1 minute 30 really hard and the 5 minutes a bit too easy, get the 1 minute 30 done, then lift that bias in the 1 minute recovery. That's the, that's the beauty of this. You can just really make this last one count. I don't know why I'm changing gears. Don't need to. Force a habit. So, how much watt does your fan add to an FCP? I don't know. I just noticed I could recover better with it within surges. So, yeah. Right. Still 4.5 minutes left. Flip and I can enjoy it. Because we got one more effort. You can see some big watts per kilos being churned out, but remember, you're not racing anyone. You're doing your own workout to your own zone. So you just got to be honest with yourself, because if you get this right, you get more out of it. Thanks Tyler, much appreciated. I enjoy it, seeing everyone chatting, everyone enjoying it, everyone getting something out of it. Keeps my brain ticking over as well, because I have to come up with these sessions, and this one was the toughest. To just get that balance between the recovery and the minute and a half. How hard should that be? How long should that be? I played with 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and a minute and a half. I thought, if we're going to go over your 5 minute power, we don't want to really cook ourselves, because it's a big ask. Just getting that exposure to it, I think, is important. So halfway through this rest, halfway through this rest. Oh, there's some good chats over on the YouTube chat as well. Yeah, and then we've got one more of those. One more of those, and then big old warm down, big old cruise to finish, and we're back to It's not power you need to worry about its weight. That is a lie. This 20 watt increase in 20 watt increase at my weight, 20 watt increase in power will do more for me than dropping a kilo of body weight. That's how often I do this session. This is the first time I've ever done this session because I created it, but all these sessions are extensions of what I do in training anyway, set by my coaches. Something that, how do I put this? I could handle like the workload us pros can handle is quite different to the workload most can. Not putting, or like not pros, sorry, that's being arrogant. Full-time bike riders. If you're a full-time bike rider, and it's not just full-time riding, it's more about the full-time resting. You know, you have to account for like what a full day's work does to you in terms of fatigue, and that's what I'm trying to tailor into these sessions. It's just making them manageable. Yeah, you're definitely getting something out of this, and so am I. Yeah, it's yeah, I think I tried to get that across right. Anyway, last set. Last chance to dial that bias up or down. Last chance to oh, I'm going to have a quick drink first actually. You need to adjust your FTP if your watts are way over what you're capable of. Do an FTP test, get that accurate. It's going to make life a lot better. Here we go. Alright, let that power come. Oh, there she is. There she is. Last minute of Zone Horrible. Forty. 30 seconds. Fifteen. Here we go. Big recovery. Whew. Hardest one creeps up on you, hey? Well done if you got through it. If you didn't, good job for trying. This last block of 5 minutes now. Yeah, 1 minute gets shorter and shorter, I know, right? Last one, I dial it up if you can. Here we go. Last one. That's it, let's go. Oh, V's here. Hey, V. Five minutes and then we're resting up. That's it, well done guys, bloody well done. 4 minutes. This is the one that counts. If you're having to dig in, just think, it's 4 minutes. It's only 4 minutes. That's 4 minutes. Oh. Yeah, making a cup of tea. Having a pint, that's a fast pint. It takes you 4 minutes, Neil. 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes. That's it. Yeah, Woody, up 'em. This is too easy. Now's the time to lift it. Two and a half minutes, halfway. Let's go. Two minutes left. Minute 40. Right, minute and a half. That's the length of the zone horrible stint, but not in zone horrible. This is great. This is really good. Right, 1 minute to go. One minute. Thanks, Lee. Bit of team encouragement. "40 seconds. "20 seconds. There's the line. 10, almost. 10 seconds. Oh, there we go. And done. Wicked. Right, how many stars are we all on? More importantly, how many of the 6 stars available did we get? So this isn't a I don't want to know out of 14 stars. I want to know how many you got out of 6. The reds and the yellows. The reds and the yellows, how many did we get? What's next week? Well, next week, well, you know, I generally I generally come up with these sessions on the Monday, fire them over to Zwift to throw into the events list. So in between now and Monday, let me know, just to get a general feel of what you all need to work on, what you all feel like you want to work on. I'll create a session accordingly. So so far we started with a couple of cadence focused sessions, and then had quite a few calls for helping 5-minute peak power, which is what this one's for. 10-minute power. This is like an auction. 10-minute power. We got 10-minute power. Can I take a 15-minute peak power? 15-minute peak power, anyone? A gentle group ride. Nope, that's not what we do here. This is a training day. So bring your big boy pants for it. Yeah. So we'll get if you do want something a little bit more social, a little bit more cruisy, but still with a couple of little efforts in. Shout out to Marta, who's recovering from COVID and is a healthcare worker. Hats off to you. I'm glad this session can break up your week and help the recovery. So we're send your requests in, and also if you enjoy these sessions, tell your friends, because we want to get as many people here as possible. Just big group workouts. We can all. I get a lot from this. It's not very often I'll get on the turbo trainer at 6 p.m. but you guys bring me here. That event is in Zwift. I cannot wriggle out of it. I cannot come up with an excuse. So I'm here. I'll be here every Wednesday until racing starts, basically. Once racing starts, then that might get in the way of a couple of Wednesdays. But I've got a lot of friends that can come in and stand in, but up until racing starts. So this will be every Wednesday until August. So yeah, let your friends know. Get them to have a look at the YouTube. Like, the live streams get saved as videos, so get your mates to have a look, see if they fancy it, because I think there's a lot of racing on Zwift. There's a lot of just riding around. There's a lot of challenges, and it's all real great. But what we're doing here is nice structured training, which we can all gain from. So, well done today. Really solid session. If you subscribe to the YouTube, because the better our YouTube does, the better life our cat Albert can lead. At the moment he's on mid-shelf cat food, and we want to get him up to top shelf cat food. So I'm doing the Zwift Tour for All tomorrow, so it's gonna be brutal. That's why I just dialed back the watts a little bit today, but still that 1.5 minutes at 4:10 that bit. So yeah, if you tune in and watch, I guess. We'll probably vlog it. I'm not sure we'll live stream it. I don't know if I'm allowed to live stream it. But yeah, there we go. There's the end of the session. Decent. Thanks for coming, everyone. It's been great. And that's me done for the evening. I'm gonna go rest, watch some Luther. We've got to just finish season 1. and then get an early night and get set up for tomorrow. Like I said, 3 fans tomorrow, and going to try and just drop down a bit, so I'm not doing it at such a ridiculous altitude because I don't stand a chance. So I'll yeah, get down to maybe like 1,000 meters and see what happens there. 3 fans, 1,000 meters, I'll probably win. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll yeah, see you Monday for Chanel's ride.